An anonymous type is described by a comma-separated properties clubbed into curly braces. The properties are read-only. The corresponding data type is generated by the compiler. The name of the data type remains unknown. It is not accessible in source code. Such types are called anonymous types. They are used to quickly store data without the need of defining a data type. They are also used in query expressions. Let's see everything in practice. We'll take a simple example of an anonymous type. An anonymous type is created with the new keyword, like where city is equal to new, name is equal to, height is equal to. The data types of the properties name and height are inferred by the compiler on the basis of data stored in them. The properties are read-only. You cannot alter them. We can print the data in the usual way. The properties name and height are available on the object as if the data type of the object were known in advance. The IntelliSense too is available. We can verify it by typing the code yourself. Notice that the concept of anonymous types has helped us keep the code simple and readable. We didn't have to create a class for the data. The class was anonymously created by the compiler, and anonymous types are class types. The class is created by the compiler anonymously. Let's take another example. Anonymous types are most commonly generated from a subset of the properties of an object. Consider a class consisting of 3 properties. Suppose we have an object of this class in the main function, and suppose also that we are interested in only 2 of the properties. For this, we can create an anonymous object. This object can be initialized from the properties that we are interested in. We can print the data using console writeline method, and you can see that we created an object consisting of 2 properties only. Anonymous types can be used in queries also, and they are most commonly used in queries. If you are familiar with the SQL select clause of database queries, then you already know that a few columns of a table can be extracted using a select clause. Anonymous types can be used to select a few properties from a language integrated query, and I present a simple example now. Again, consider a class that contains 3 properties. Inside main, we have a collection list or to hold objects of this class. Next, we add a few objects to this list. And now the list contains 2 objects. The query from p in points where p.z is less than 2, select new px py is a link query that can provide results by querying a collection as if it were a database. I may not be able to go into details of this link language integrated query, but at this stage, you will have to convince yourself that this query returns the columns x and y of the records for which z is less than 2. The select clause uses an anonymous type to describe the columns. The name of the columns default to the names of the properties p.x, p.y. We could have given our own names also, as we have done in the previous examples. And finally, a for each loop runs on the query to print the matching records. Thank you.